Hello everyone, welcome back. It's Ed with Brain MTG, and today we're going to discuss MTG30 and what a time it was. Let's talk about it.
I have come here to chew bubblegum and kick ass, and I'm all out of bubblegum.
All right, so let's talk about the event. It was a great time. I got to meet Bob, MTG Gaming Bob, Prime 406, Matt Caster Mage, Mr. DJ Longhair, Stefan and Tanya, Kylan, Steve, Matt from MTG Gaming Bob, so I guess he's MTG Gaming Matt, Brody from Alfonso Investments. I mean, it was a really cool time, and we had a lot of fun hanging out. Um, I I know the weather was great, so a lot of people were playing outside. It was very nice for that. I mean, it's Vegas, guys. It was a nice warm weekend too. It wasn't that bad out. The Crimson Vow party was silly. I got to go as a dumb costume, right? So we had a great time hanging out, catching up with everybody, having a few drinks with patrons and whatnot. But one of the things that was crazy was that those 30th anniversary packs were given to the Black Lotus people. That's cool. It didn't really affect me. If something like that is gonna bother you, I mean, you got to learn to enjoy things for what they are instead of hoping for what they will be. Your life won't be fulfilled ever otherwise. Like a lot of people just weren't happy for some strange reasons. The decor and decorations were great. If you wanted to, you could play in some crazy areas like themed rooms. There was stuff like the Weatherlight was there. The vendors were ridiculous. Even if you were, I mean, there were tournaments all over the place, right? There was people playing everywhere. Even if you weren't a player, it was more of like a convention. So there was stuff for everybody. If you wanted to wear costumes, you could have done that. But like me, man, there were so many cards to choose from. And despite what you keep hearing from the same type of negative, loud voices, one of the things I saw moving the most was vintage cards. I looked at a display case at one point, and to my right was modern cards, and to my left was vintage cards. And the right was all neat, tidy rows under the glass, like the same as before. And in the left, in the vintage area, it was all there was spaces missing, and it was all in disarray, meaning people had gone through it, like tore through this area and not this area. I looked at people buy listing and what they were buying, all vintage stuff. So it's crazy. It's going through the dealers, vintage in one way, vintage out the other. Nuts. So that was one thing I saw. I saw interesting and strange items that, me. I was uh I was very surprised by the rarity of some of this stuff. Really sick things here. There were really cool Easter eggs. Mr. DJ Longhair brought one to my attention about the pins. These guys that are in like blind bags, like booster packs, right? And there's a bunch of different pins. But what's crazy is there's like an alternate set of pins that the vendors had, and you could, I don't know, trade them or whatever. I don't know the complexities of that whole situation, as I only learned it like kind of in a piece while I was there. And that's something I missed out on, and I would have liked to know more. Um, there was a Fibble Thip. If you and this is from Brody from Alfonso Investments. Check out his stuff. He actually broke this news to me anyway. If you found them a little statue of the guy and you like took a picture, there's like a secret lair going on. So someone came over and would give you a freaking a Fibblethip sequel there, like, hey, you like this guy? Check it out. Here you go. And then they move it to a new place and you got to find him. I would have looked for the little mofo like a crazy person. But yeah, just hanging, chilling, ripping some packs, having discussion, live streaming, recording, bullshitting, having a couple of drinks. It was a really cool time, man. It was a lot of fun. I would do it again in a second. And to me, the time spent there was invaluable. you got to learn to have the experiences of life too. Like, it's not all about the money. If you're worrying about these 30th edition anniversary packs, I don't know if this whole thing is for you. Um, it was sad to see a lot of people crapping on it, and like people who weren't there, they've been the loudest about how horrible it was. Meanwhile, again, you weren't there. It's kind of amazing that you would take that type of stance without empirical evidence. Very interesting. I don't know, guys. It was quite the event. And look, I have a ton of footage. I like days, but I wanted to get this out there because, like, you know, it's interesting to see how the people that are angry and who are whipping people up into a frenzy about this event, again, weren't there. I'll tell you what, if I can, it's not that big of a if. I mean, it's on the East Coast, but I'm going to try my hardest to get to Charlotte in February. Um, it was that awesome. It's the type of event that if I can, I would go to again and again and again. I can't express how much of an awesome time I had hanging and just freaking nerding out for a whole weekend. You know, yeah, it's been a year of hard work with this channel. People recognize me. That was crazy to see how, appreciated my hard work was. There was a lot of freaking like cosplay and stuff. There was a contest with that whole thing. There was panels. Like, I just don't get the anger towards the whole thing. Yeah, let's just chill out at that point and say, remember to like and sub, check out my Patreon, all the fun things, channel memberships, TCG player link, blah blah blah. I'm gonna try and get to Charlotte in February. I am gonna bring a wad of cards to buy list. Do you understand the amount of buy listing that I saw? It was insanity. And then people just turning that into crazy stuff, not money. I Yeah, I guess there's nothing left to say, guys, except, remember to try and enjoy life and things for what they are as they come at you. Otherwise, you're going to be like upset about the things that other people are getting, and like, you're not really entitled to that stuff. It was never part of the package in the first place, so why be angry about it? Because somebody else got it, why wouldn't you just be like, hey, good for that guy? Like, why so serious? Right? Anyway, take care. Have a great day. Peace out.
That's it, man. Game over, man. Game over. What the fuck are we gonna do now? What are we gonna do?
Maybe we could build a fire, sing a couple of songs, huh? Why don't we try that?